Welcome back for this 8-minute upper body Pilates workout. Today we're going to target your chest, your shoulders, your back and everything in between. Weights are optional for this workout. Starting on the mat, come into your 4-point kneeling position so your hands are directly under your shoulders. We're going to begin with some push-ups today. So you want to engage your core, tuck your pelvis under, and then when you're ready, on your breath out, take your elbows nice and wide as you drop your chest down towards the mat and then push through the heels of your palms away to lift yourself back up. You want to make sure that you're dropping your shoulders down away from your ears so you're still engaging through your lats even though your chest is doing most of the pushing. Connecting with your breath to help you breathe in as you lower and then breathe out as you push back. Once you've done your 8 reps, push back into a lovely child's pose just to release any tension in the upper body. When you're ready, you're going to slowly roll yourself back through to that same position, but we're now going to take one leg away and extend it. So same movement, taking your elbows nice and wide, so you're aiming for that 45-degree angle as you bend. You're dropping your chest as low as you can to the mat and then pushing the ground away to come back up. The whole time you're holding your leg in line with your body nice and high, so you're engaging through the glutes and then challenging your obliques a little bit more. Again, we've got 8 reps. Lovely, bring that leg back down and then swap, going straight into the other side. You might find that your hip is trying to open or your body's trying to shift over to that stabilizing leg. Try and keep both hip bones looking down towards the mat and your torso nice and central. You've just got 2 more reps and then we're going to come back into that child's pose again. I know these are spicy, but you can do it. Take your knees nice and wide, push back onto your heels, take your arms above your head and enjoy a nice deep stretch. We've just got 1 more variation with our push-ups. If that felt like enough, you can just go back to the original push-ups. But if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more today, we're going to have both knees down, come down into your push-up. Then as you come back, tuck your toes under and then lift your hips up towards the ceiling into a downward dog. Then pop your knees back down and then come back into your push-up. So you're alternating between the 2 movements. You're going nice and controlled, enjoying the stretch as you push back into your downwards dog. We're almost there. This is your last one. So when you push back into your downwards dog, we're going to stay there and then just paddle your feet. So you're bending one knee at a time, using this opportunity to twist into your hip, stretch out the lower back, and release any tension that might have built up in that first exercise. Coming into our low kneeling position, we're going to begin with offering. So grab those weights if you want to. We're going to start with your hands in towards your side, palms are facing up, and then with control, you're going to extend the arms up and away just to shoulder level. So make sure they're not coming up too high. We're working into those little rotator cuff muscles at the front of your shoulders. We've got 8 reps here, and the whole time you're thinking of dropping the ribs down, lifting up through the belly button and sitting up nice and tall out of your sit bones. Now alternating with a chest fly, you're going to do your offering, so palms are facing up as you extend the arms away. Then turn the palms to face in as you open up, squeeze your shoulder blades together at the back, and then bring it back and reset that movement. Make sure that your arms aren't coming up too high or too low. You're aiming for your hands to be around shoulder level the entire time. This is your last one. And then we're going to be moving on straight into an overhead press. So taking your elbows nice and wide, we're now going to press the arms up towards the ceiling and then draw them back down. I want you to think of dropping your shoulders down and away as you push your arms up, so you've got like a 2-way pull going on, and at the same time as you're drawing your elbows down, you want that movement to be starting from your lats. Whether you're using weights or not, we want to be intentional about where the movement is coming from. We're now going to start alternating, so you're going to go into 1 press, then bring the elbows, make sure that they're shoulder width, and then you're going to open your arms out to the side. This one's going to start to burn. I'm sure you're feeling it. I definitely am. You've got 4 more reps. Make sure that you don't drop those arms too low. So make sure that as you come down, your elbows stay at shoulder height the entire time. We're almost there. I promise you that burn is so worth it. That was your last one. You're now going to hold your arms out and we're just going to bend and straighten. This is really working on that endurance in those shoulders. Keep breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Almost there. Amazing work. We're now going to open and close our arms. So still keeping those elbows nice and high, shoulder height. You're going to bring your elbows in front of you, palms facing in, and then open up. Make sure this movement is coming from the back of your shoulder blades. So you're thinking of squeezing your shoulder blades together as you bring your elbows out to the side, and then you're squeezing your chest to bring your elbows back in front of you. Finally letting those shoulders relax, let's come into your tricep extension. So hinging slightly forward, keep that back nice and straight. You're going to keep your elbows in at your sides and then extend the arms away and then bend back in. Make sure that the movement is coming from the elbows, not the shoulders or the wrists. In this position, make sure you're dropping your ribs down and your belly button is pulled in, so you want your core engaged the entire time. Very nice work. Pop your weights back down, come through the middle, and we're just going to mobilize that upper back. So both sit bones anchored into the ground, hands are behind your head, and we're going to start with that upper back rotation. Breathe in to prepare. On your breath out, you're going to twist from your breastbone. Breathe in at the end and then breathe out to come back to center. Repeat this one more time like that, and then we're going to shorten the breaths. So now breathe out as you twist away, breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, twist away, breathe in, come back to center. You've just got 3 in each direction. Amazing work. Swing your legs around to come into your mermaid. Let's take the opportunity to stretch out those sides. So lifting up out of your sit bones, you're thinking up and over as you take the arm up and away into a lovely big side bend. You've got 5 reps here. Trying to keep both sit bones down the whole time. Don't let that hip come up as you bend over the top. And enjoy this stretch. This is one of my favorites. When you're ready, we're going to come down into a half side plank position. You're going to make sure your shoulder is directly above your elbow, hips are stacked, knees are stacked, and we're just going to come in for a quick side plank hold. Once you've done your 10 seconds, you're going to swing your legs around and let's go into our mermaid. Nice big stretch, and then we're going to repeat the hold again. So you've got 5 stretches here, thinking up and over. So send the crown of your head up and away so you get a lovely stretch rather than compressing into the side. And then once you've done your 5, you're going to find your half plank and we're going to hold again for 10 seconds. So come down into your half plank, stack your knees and your hips, lift up so you're lifting up through the waist, engage those abductors as well. Hold nice steady breaths, make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears. Connect into your shoulder blades so you're squeezing at the back to keep your chest nice and open. And come down and relax. Well done. That was quite a tough one. Definitely some spicy movements in there. Coming through the middle, cross your legs for me if that feels comfortable. And then you're going to walk your hands forward into a lovely stretch for your glutes and your lower back. If for whatever reason that doesn't feel comfortable today, you can just go into a child's pose. If you're doing the cross-legged version, make sure that you swap your legs over and then stretch forward again. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you again soon.